Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly forecast for March 30th to April 5th. We're going to see what's going on in the week ahead with this lovely deck here. And then we're going to pull an oracle message at the end from Spirit with this deck here. So, without further ado, my darlings, let's jump right on in and see what's happening for our darling Aries in the week ahead. Hope you all are staying safe, staying well, staying healthy. Sending everybody good vibes right now, guys. Sending everybody good vibes. Aries, I'm getting the number 10. Okay, I feel like we're carrying a theme from last week. When 10 comes up, it's completion. Here's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, you all have Six of Pentacles. Good card to have. Happy card to have. Six of Pentacles is the ideal financial situation, right? And some of you are like, oh my God, I need to hear that right now because I don't see it, you know? But six of Coins is about free-flowing energy and having a constant flow, a consistent flow. So Aries, I feel some of you are coming out of a cycle or a pattern, or you're about to. Keep in mind, we just had that new moon in Aries in your sign, you know, and that was about releasing traumas, releasing blocks, releasing past life stuff. So as a result, many of you maybe are clearing financial blocks, or specifically the financial pattern, and this could be a familial thing. You may have inherited this from your family, where it's feast or famine. Like there's never an in-between. Either it's just you're high on the hog, as the expression goes, like it's really abundant, or it's really tough times, really just barely scraping by. And you may have a history in your life, or you may have seen in your life, or in your family or people around you, that they're doing really well, and then they lose everything and they have to start again. And so you may feel in your life it's been this way, that it's just this constant, like, you know, back to the drawing board, right? It's like you're building a sandcastle and the tide is coming in and it's washing it away, and you got to start again, and you got to start again, you got to start again. But Six of Pentacles is you're coming into the flow. You're coming into the flow where you don't have that start and stop. Okay, keep in mind, guys, I have to say this because some people take it super literal and they get really upset. This card is coming up for your Monday, Tuesday. Am I saying that for every single Aries on the planet, Monday, Tuesday, all of your financial problems are magically going to be solved out of nowhere in 2 days? No. But what I am saying is that you are headed in that direction. There's energy right now that you can harness, that you can access. And some of you will see Monday, Tuesday, you will see signs of the shift. You will have good news coming in. Some of you may receive news of like an investor or a job offer or a generosity that's coming in some way, right? Maybe some of you have been having a hard time getting your hands on food right now. There could be some gift coming in some way where the universe is showing you, hey, you're being taken care of. You're in the flow. You're in the flow of receiving. You're receiving. It's coming in. You don't have to be so scared. You're coming into the flow. Energetically, some of you are going to see this energetically before you see it financially, and that you might notice, or you might see that people are stepping up and being a little bit more helpful. Aries, you guys are go-getters, right? You want something done, you ask an Aries, right? Aries makes ish happen, okay? So, but you might feel like everything's always on your back. Everything's always on your back. So you might see that people in your life are beginning to step up. They're trying to be helpful. They're trying not to leave the entire burden on your shoulders. So you may see it energetically before you see it financially. You may see both, okay? But you're coming into that flow of receiving. Your next card here for Wednesday, Thursday is Six of Cups, right? And so Six of Cups, I have to bring something to your attention. Wow, this is interesting, Aries. We gotta look at this. You've got Six of Pentacles and you've got Six of Cups. So you're repeating six twice, right? Some of you are like, I don't want to see a third six or I'm out of here. Some of you are like freaking out, right? Like a Shaggy Scooby-Doo moment. No, it's not an evil number. It's not a scary number. Calm down. Don't be scared. 6, when it comes up in my readings, this isn't necessarily like a numerology thing. It's kind of interesting. Different readers read in a different way. And when my guides give me the number 6, or when 6 shows up a lot in a situation or in a reading, what it's telling me is there's an issue here in terms of measuring love, support, affection with finances, or measuring how good you are at something by how much you're making doing that thing. It's like you're equating value and finances. For example, right? Say you went on a date with somebody and they went like full stop. They spent like all this money, or they gave you like a really fancy gift, and you're like, wow, this person must really care about me. This person must really, really value me that they spent so much, right? Or, you know, they're trying to make up. 6 of cups could be even like a reconciliation, like somebody trying to make up for something and they're trying to make up for it with money. But there's a lesson here that you're going to have to learn, Aries, some of you, is that really has nothing to do with how much somebody cares about you or how good you are at what you do. There's a need to separate those two things, right? Maybe you had a conflict with someone because you felt like they weren't stepping up or they weren't helping you. There could have been financial things happening. And so there may be a reconciliation. And in this reconciliation, you're seeing, okay, like maybe this person isn't dropping the big bucks, or maybe they're not investing as much as I would like them to financially, but maybe they're stepping up in other ways. Maybe they're giving you support. Maybe they're doing work. You know, maybe they're rolling up their sleeves and they're getting their hands dirty. They're in the trenches. They're with you, right? So you're learning that there's more than one way that people can show affection and care, and you're learning that it's not all about the money. Some of you are really stressed out about pay in general, and so the whole world scene scenario, what's happening right now, is making you think about, you know, how can I get better at what I do so that I can make more money? And it's not about you not being good at what you do. You're good at what you do, right? But there's financial things that might be like a timing issue, economical. There's also in terms of like blockages, energy blockages, being in the flow. So stop trying to put a price tag on your head. Okay, you don't need a price tag on your head. You are, you are not going to have a price. You know, you're more valuable than that. You're priceless, Aries. You're priceless. So this is the lesson that is coming in. You got to give yourself a break here. Cut yourself some slack. This is especially going to be applicable if you're an Aries where you're doing something for yourself. Like if you're working for yourself, especially if you're doing something spiritual. Not necessarily, but you know, that you guys are all doing something spiritual. But this is the thing. When you're getting out there and you're doing something on your own, and you're coming into the energy of like independent income, like you're generating your own income. You don't have a boss. You're not in that service energy. You're not like in that employee energy. There's a lot of blocks that you're breaking through, and it's exhausting. And energetically, you need to get like stronger to where you can handle that, to where you can handle the workload. So sometimes the universe brings us only as much as we can handle in that time, right? It's not that we're not good at what we do, but if your guides are involved, if your guides are in this journey with you, they're going to bring you as much as you can handle. And you might want to be making, you know, 6 figures in a month or something, you know, outrageous. You know, you might be wanting to make, obscene amounts of money, but there is a lot of work that comes with that. And so you're going to have to build to that work level. It doesn't mean you're not good. It just means that you have to be ready for that level of energy. Okay. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is 2 of Wands. And so 2 of Wands could be that some contract is being presented to you. Something may be coming in terms of partnerships, agreements, offers. I do feel some of you are being offered to sell something. Somebody might be like wanting to like come in and like buy a car that you have, or a business or property. You may have somebody approach you and want to make an offer or do some kind of collaboration with you. right? I think right now a lot of people are thinking about self-employment, are thinking about investment opportunities. People are trying to be smarter with their money, or, you know, get the money moving right now, because a lot of people are finding themselves in different circumstances. So I feel though that you're the one being approached. I don't feel like you're going, I feel like somebody's coming to you and saying, hey, Aries, I want to collaborate with you, or I want to do business with you, or I noticed you have this thing. I'd really like to purchase it over and absorb it into my company or into my assets or resources. Two of Wands says think carefully, get a second opinion, have a second pair of eyes look at this. Even if you have an attorney, even if you have somebody that, like, you know, looks over these things for you, usually you're going to want to have a second look, a second opinion, because there's something hidden here. You're not being given all of the facts. You're not being given all of the pieces. And I heard shortchanged. You might be shortchanged in the process, where later on you're like, oh my gosh, you know, like they kind of tricked me, or, you know, like this was more of a profitable deal than I realized, and they really benefited, but I didn't benefit that much. So there's something in between the lines. You're going to have to read in between the lines. If it's not a financial contract, it could be somebody that's coming into your life. They may have ulterior motives. Keep in mind, guys, right now, there's unfortunately a lot of panic energy, and people are responding to that in different ways. People may come out of the woodwork. I know I had people reach out to me this past week that I haven't talked to in years, right? And they were just kind of looking for a safe place to land because they were freaking out about what was going on in their life. So don't be immediate to say, oh, the universe brought me this, let me immediately open the door and let it in. You got to do some screening. Okay, so that's what this is about. You got to do some screening, carefully weigh your options, look and read in between the lines. You might have to check people's motives towards the end of the week. Let's go ahead and see what's happening, my darlings, with your spirit message, your oracle message. And you might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. And I will talk about that in just a second at the end. So you all have patience, Aries. You're being asked to be patient, right? You're frustrated right now. You're wanting things to move ahead. You've got some big goals. You've got some big dreams. You know, you don't like being in a situation where you have to wait around with your hands tied. But things are going to change. Things are going to shift. Things are going to work out. All of these dreams that you're thinking about, all of these flowers and things that you're longing to see and smell and feel and touch, they're going to be here. They're going to be here, but you're on a little bit of a timeout. Take this time out to rest. Take this time out to rejuvenate yourself. Take this time out to get very clear about your values, your priorities moving forward. Because even though I don't have a card saying this, intuitively I feel, Aries, that when things start moving again, they're going to be moving super, super fast. And your guides are like, take advantage of this time. You know, don't be resentful of it. Because I'm telling you, a few months from now, you're going to be missing the slow period. You're going to be missing that time. You're going to say, man, if only I could just catch a break, right? And then you're reaching that level of income that you wanted, but you're busy. And you're saying, oh my gosh, what I would give to just sit down and do absolutely nothing for a little bit, right? This is also going to be a good time for you, Aries, to get your systems into place. Organize your home. You know, organize your home, make it clear, get rid of clutter, come up with a schedule, come up with a routine. Because when you hit the ground, you're going to hit the ground running. If you're doing something with business, make sure your operations are in place, especially if you're doing something that requires scheduling, you know, have it done in a way where it's streamlined. It's not taking your time to go and like do admin stuff, you know, so that it's freeing you up to pay attention to like the more profitable aspects of your business. So this is a good time to look at your procedures, your operations, your schedule, your planning, your inventory, you know, all those kinds of things. If you are looking for work, this is a time for you to really, really make sure that you're getting yourself in order, right? So that when you're going to interviews, when you're going to jobs, you're going in and your energy is like on point. Like they notice when you come in, like this is someone who's together, right? It's from the inside and it's showing outward. So, my dears, you might want a private reading. If you'd like a private reading, go ahead and click on the Calendly link and schedule a reading with me there. A lot of you are asking me questions about your astrology. A lot of you are. And I have to tell you, my darlings, I'm not an astrology expert, but I had someone reach out to me that blew my mind with a sun return report. I got it like in a matter of seconds, and it resonated so much. So I have a link in the description if you want to check that out. There's also at that website, they have a lot of free stuff. They have like articles on astrology, and they have a lot of information that's very helpful. But if you want a private report, like if you want a natal chart or you want to see relationship compatibility, they are awesome, and they are offering to sponsor the channel by giving you guys 30% off. They're already very affordable prices. Their prices are very reasonable. Plus, you get 30% on top of that. And they just emailed me yesterday, and they said, please make sure you let everybody know they can use the discount code as many times as they want. So say you go and you get a natal chart reading, but you're like, man, I really wish I got a relationship analysis. You can go back and you can use the code again. Or you get a relationship analysis and you're like, forget that person. What about that other person? You can go back and use it again. So that's in the description of the video. If you want a private tarot reading with me, Calendly link is there too. Love readings for April will be up soon. Channeled messages for April will be up soon. Make sure you subscribe and hit notification. And don't forget the free daily messages on the social media, Amethyst Angellight, Facebook and Instagram. Take care, my darlings.